1, 2.
And welcome to the first episode of All Things Considered. I'm Chelsea Vox.
And I'm called Eights, but before we're gonna start unpacking, why all things considered?
So it's all in the name. I think it's pretty much self-explanatory. All things considered is not binding us to a specific theme. So we can talk about anything and everything under the sun. And that's where the name comes from. Okay, so the topic of the day is manipulative and narcissistic partners or relationships. And the reason why we chose that topic or this topic specifically is because we feel like there's a lot of people that are caught up in this situation, but they're not really aware of it up until they hear it or somebody speaks about it or whenever they have a conversation, obviously, about it. So we're going to go straight into the first question, Carl. Why do people stay in manipulative and narcissistic relationships knowing that it's toxic? Also, before you answer, please do comment. If you have experienced anything, please leave it in the comment section. If you have your opinion, This is all about talking freely, talking unfiltered, talking what exactly. So yeah, the first question: why do people stay in manipulative and narcissistic relationships knowing that it's toxic?
Vrienden, ek voel that why people stay in these situations is that maybe they think about security, stability, and sometimes the need is so big, you rather put yourself in that box and saying yourself, you know what, maybe it's okay to endure this in order to have that security and stability. And if I look at few people that I came across in my life, is that when this narcissist or manipulative person, die persoon is actually die een met die geld, die een wat die huishouding ran, die een wat alles uitsort en het los die ander persoon in 'n situasie van I can't do this for myself, so I need to stick to it. But I think it's time that we have to change that stigma, because it shouldn't be like that, you know?
Yeah, I can also look at it in a different way where we can say some people don't know that they are in this kind of relationship.
True.
Some people are just so blinded by the love in itself that they don't know that they are caught up in that.
And is love worth that?
I mean, that is a question that if you have any questions or if you have any experiences regarding that, please do leave it in the comment section and then we can have a conversation about that.
And ask yourself the next one. Is love really supposed to produce any pain? That's a good one for you to think about.
On that note, let me take a sip of my tea.
As you should,
my
baby. If we can actually continue to the question number 2, because this one, friend, it's giving heat waves.
Okay.
And it goes like this. What steps to take to get out of a relationship or situation that you are caught up in? And always remember, we always refer back, ons verwys altyd terug na narcissistic and manipulative relationships.
I personally what steps do you take? I mean, there's helplines that you can reach out to, people that are qualified to give you that kind of advice and assistance as to how you can get out of. So I would personally say, if you are so deep in and you realize that you are stuck in the situation right now, I feel the best way is to reach out to somebody qualified, like a person that is going to help you to get out of this. Soos 'n sielkundige, jy kan gaan vir
dat is 'n strategy.
Ja, ek dink dit is die beste. Maar het is ook goed om uit te reach na iemand toe wat jy vertrou, wat miskien daai bronne het, wat miskien vir jou kan help, soos miskien soos 'n best friend.
Yes.
Maybe your ma of your pa of iemand wat jy voel gemaklik met om jou lewe mee te deel en wat jy weet that somebody is going to help you to get to where you need to be.
En wat my altyd vir my gesê is that if you choose your friends, you always choose people better than you, because it's a chain reaction. The more you spend time with those people, the more you learn some of the die heertjies en die tydjies, ek moes dit chain reaction, you know what I mean? So in this regard also I think is that reach out to people that you know, like Chelsea said, people close to you knowing, having your back and you can trust in order for you to move forward.
I think I want to add to that and maybe change the term better than you to reach out to somebody that you can learn from.
Yes.
Wat jy van kan leer, wat jy iemand gaan vir jou kan lei.
Precies dat.
Sodat jy nie kom op die punt wat jy voel jy is minder waardig en nou kom ek nou en ek kan vulnerable na jou toe, maar op 'n sens voel ek dat jy beter as ek is. Nee, ek voel dit moet meer wees. Ek kom vulnerable na jou toe because I feel like I can learn from you and you can help me out of this.
Yes, I agree.
So yeah, if you have any steps to take, if you know what steps to take, please guys, leave it in the comment section. Ek dink dit is 'n baie diep ding wat baie mense ingevang is en ek dink dit gaan nou na my derde vraag toe nou. So Carl, I think the second question is going to go hand in hand, or the past two questions going to go hand in hand with this third one. But say, sometimes you are caught in a relationship where there are early signs of red flags. Do you think a person in this kind of situation are mindfully ignorant because they are blinded by love, or do you think that they really cannot see the narcissism because they are in a relationship with a master manipulator? It's a very big question, it's a mouthful.
So mate, dat is 'n baie straight up question, is 'n very heated one. En ek dink as ons kan die vraag kyk persoonlik, I don't think there's a yes or no. I think it's an open-ended question. And to be honest, friend, I think is that it can be that a specific person in the relationship is blinded by love. Because love can really make someone very blind. So to a point that you see this person as the person, but you can't distinguish between the behavior of a narcissist or manipulator, but also the person of, this is my world, this is the person. But I do believe there is red flags. Is it that this person is just like, oh, I'm not going to give attention to it because it will add to my stress, it will add to going into depression. And
so
I don't
mindfully ignorant.
You know, like being oblivious to the situation, like I don't want to put me in that situation, but just for the fact you're saying that to yourself, it should be a red flag. I'm in the wrong place, baby. Because you're gonna keep, just for the fact saying that, ze gaat die altijd worry. Ek is jammer. Ze gaat die altijd denken, oh yeah.
That's right. En ek dink ook, dis kom ek gemention het in die eerste vraag waar ek sê, some people really cannot see that they are in this relationship. Why? Because maybe a lack of love that comes from the household that you maybe grew up in. En nou voel jy net, hy koop vir my elke week 'n chocolatekie. Miskien is hy regtig lief vir my. But not knowing, miskien koop hy vir jou chocolate om gou jou mond stil te hou dat hy so gou sy goedjies kan gaan doen, of om vir jou mind te trick.
En was dit genormalize en miskien hy is as gesien as 'n baby van dit is okay.
As okay, as alright. Ons kan maar nou skeel my koop vir jou chocolate as alles alright because ek is lief vir jou. So I feel like sometimes people are really blinded by love because they are loved by a master, loved in inverted commas, by a master manipulator. En dan kom dit ook na die punt toe waar jy sê, het kan ook wees dat, weet jy nie, ek sien die red flags, ne? Maar miskien is ek nie financieel stabiel genoeg, miskien is ek nie emotionally sterk genoeg om te kan sê, you know what man, I don't deserve this, I don't need to be in this position. So that means what mindfully aware is and they're just ignorant and saying, you know what, kom ek dan 'n blind eye vir die besigheid, solank ek net weet, ek kry my airtime op tyd, ek kry my kos op tyd, ek kry my bord, ek is gekleed.
Yes.
But I feel like we need to move away from that stigma.
It should be, as moet afgebreek word, guys, because as ons buite kyk vriende, even in ons eie daglikse lewe, guys, as it that ons mense is so accustomed to it, is so uit gewoonte uit, that it becomes part of your daily life.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
Ek voel dat, ek weet Chelsea the way back, ek gesê, en ek was nog by die tyd in Mallorca en sy sê, when it comes to a point where we can't grow without each other, it becomes a problem. Because when can you take the stand for yourself? And that is something I took with me, because for my as also pas eie kan groei, en mense nou powerful kan ons saam groei.
En ek praat nou onder korreksie. Ek dink dit was Will Smith wat gesê het, of is dit nou Jada? Een van die Smiths het gesê, and this is something that myself and my husband took into our marriage as well. Jy moet kom as 'n gelukkige persoon.
Yes.
En ek moet kom as 'n gelukkige persoon, of jy kom as 'n sad persoon, ek kom as 'n sad persoon, maar ek is responsible vir jou happiness en jy is responsible vir my happiness. Ons moet saamkom en ons kom met albei met ons happiness of unhappiness, we come and we make something different. Ek gaan nie sê you are the reason for my pain or jy is nie. Ons albei is individuals and we need to remember that. That is the most important part. Remember you as an individual.
True.
So net omdat hy vir jou 'n chocolate koop of vir jou eetkoop of vir jou 'n bordkos of 'n KFC of 'n burger of whatever gets, wie maak nie saak as hy vir jou dit koop, that is not enough for you to sit through the manipulation.
Ja, nee, dat is een steekjes, maar dat is een paar looniekjes. Maar so many come to think about it, ek dacht even, gids, as ons daar terug, ek moet zeggen, lekker, dat is nog bij 7 goeie sakke sout. Soos die ou mense sal sê.
By the grace of God, ja, ons het ons tyd gehad. We went through it. Die phone het 'n notification en haar, but anyway. 7 jaar later, staan ons nog altyd.
En ons sing vandag, started from the bottom, now we here. Klopt dat?
Anyway.
Make us trots op julle, so we moved. En ek dink gou by gesê, ek weet ons raak nog 'n klein bietjie wat kos op, maar jy weet dit is lewe.
Ja.
Die young couples are buite, getting into the life of marriage. En ek moet sê, julle is 'n inspirasie, man.
Thank you.
Weet julle, ek kyk vir hulle toe we so, baie van julle weet mos nou seker dat we are South Africans, but we do work abroad, in Spain, out here, and Charles and her husband is also here, and ek is soos hulle kind. Ek is soos hulle kind. Maar as if I can see the relationship, I can really see, this is it's a husband and wife, but we're actually best friends.
Yeah.
Die funny thing was, as ek op aan die week had, toe sê Charles, my ka, ek en die van, speel kaarte, werk, and I was like, van my call ek in die kaart, dan sê nie, dis cute. Being husband and wife, but we still create that moment that we are friends. And this is an example of, you can make it work, guys.
Yeah.
You can choose, it's a choice, guys. It's a choice to be a wife, it's a choice to be a husband, but it's also a choice to be loyal.
And it's also a choice to walk out if you are in a manipulative or a narcissistic
relationship.
Let's go to question number 4.
Question number 4.
Ons kan heel dag hier sit en praat, nee.
En dit is 'n lekker, dit is 'n powerful een, julle. And I really want you guys to think about it. Question number 4 goes as follows. Do you think the phrase I love you are being used as a weapon to mask manipulation?
Ooh, that's a stukkie weer. It's almost like all of my answers are going hand in hand. Waar ek gesê het, hy kom vandag, dan bring hy vir jou jou nuwe iPhone 17 Pro Max. Shout out iPhone 17. Miskien so vir 'n
wyle. Come on.
A free promotion there.
Yes.
But anyway, so he comes and he brings you a brand new iPhone, or he brings you a brand new equity.
En om het gou tot kom by sy Chelsea. En dan is hy maklik nog die eerste een in die community wat hy het, hoe sy staan uit.
You know, jy kry nou daai, dan sit ek is baie lief vir jou, en dan gee jy nou vir jou daai stukkie. It can be very manipulative too, if you know that he's got a bad habit of making you look horrible in public. Amper so ek en jy, ons loop miskien nou al 3, ons loop nou in die straat in, en dan voel ek nou, ek gaan nou vir jou hele vel van jou gesig aftrek hierso. Ek trek nou af, ek vertel vir jou lelik voor mense, en dan ons nou so binnekamer, dan voel ek nou, ek het vir jou 'n iPhone gekoop, my skat, ek is lief vir jou. That, I'm sorry, is also manipulation to the T.
And they say, talking about that, just to add something into your bagush, it says a lot about self-respect.
Also, by the way, bagush is just an add-on word.
Guys, julle begin wonder, ek kan bagush. Bagush is just bagush. Net 'n error
Yeah.
self-respect to what Chelsea says.
So I do think, yes, I do think sometimes I love you, the phrase is definitely being used
And
to
what
mask
to mask manipulation. And what Chelsea actually now said is that also for me is that why? Why would you take so much? Why selfs op 'n punt kom waar jou selfrespek ons kan dit gemeenskap sal sê jou vel van jou gefriet aftrek. Why would you take that? Because that is the way of keeping you where you are instead of sonder my jy niks. Sonder my gaan jy nêrens kom nie. It's a tactic, guys.
And you know, sometimes, even though we mentioned also that, we mentioned in the beginning that the topic is about narcissistic relationships and partners. Relationships, not only being romantic relationships. Sommige kere kan het familielede wees, jou beste vriend wat vir jou miskien iets sê, but I'm doing it. Your work colleagues that you maybe feel that is very close to you, that can also use the thing, I love you, as a masterful manipulation. Because sommige kere kan het wees, jy sê miskien of vir my iets bad, of jy sê vir my, nee man, moenie dit gaan nie, moenie dierroet gaan nie.
Maar dan gaan sy doen die teenoorgestelde.
Yes, or even, or jy sê moenie dierroet gaan nie, because of this, but that is also might be a way to keep you from getting to where you are, maar because I love you, voel ek, jy moet nou nie tyd doen.
Yes.
But that is also a way of keeping you from getting to where you need to
supposed to be.
And it can be coming from a family member, it can be coming from a best friend, it can be coming from a sister, it can be coming from a colleague, your boss.
True.
I love you as maybe like us now, I love you as an artist, so I feel like you shouldn't be going this route.
Yes.
Or I love you as a technician.
En wat van
don't do that, don't get that.
En wat soos van die mense, ek is verskriklik trots op jou. But the mom they turn around
Ooh, het jy gesien wat sy sê? Thank you very much.
It's gesien sy dink sy is die shit.
Oh,
Get out of it.
Personally,
You do what you have to do.
I've experienced that.
En ek myself geïndikeer as selfs is 'n nuwe PR relation manager. It came for others. But guys, it is a real thing. And talking about this now actually makes me realize you're actually going through this.
Yeah.
And it all started off being just on a holiday and kaboom, you know?
Okay, so
And you do it gracefully. I love it.
I love it, and I hope that once again, if you are caught up in something like this, if you are stuck in a relationship like this, please do seek help. Do seek moenie dink die mense gaan van my dit sê, die mense gaan daai van my sê nie. Don't care about them. If you know you are stuck in a position where you know that you are so tied in, but it gaan nie vir jou werkie, girl or boy, and this is now for both sexes, get out and seek help.
And it's not girls only, there's boys too.
Yeah. So with that, I'm going to leave the last question to you to answer in the comments. Please, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. The last question for you guys is, do you think social media makes narcissistic and manipulative behavior sometimes normal or attractive? Do they think it's a norm? Do you feel like social media makes manipulative and narcissistic relationship a norm? Do they normalize it? And do you sometimes feel like they're making it attractive?
And we would really like to hear from you guys
what you think
about that.
Since
social media is such a big part of our life.
Oh, that's true.
The other day I told Chelsea is that who knew that TikTok would become the new Google or the new YouTube?
Yeah.
So that is how powerful social media is, guys. So please, like Chelsea said, subscribe and put on that bell clock bagush on the top corner, bagush, and clock that so that you can get all the notifications. Subscribe to our YouTube link. We would appreciate this because we can't do this without you.
And guys, it's something new. It's a fresh project. It's something that we just started. Shout out to Jalen Manik on TikTok. She was the one who actually, she encouraged us. Listen here, guys. Start listening because I would like to listen to you guys. And so that's why we started this podcast. But yeah, I think this concludes the episode for today regarding the content. Oh goodness.
That's okay.
Regarding the topic narcissistic and manipulative relationships and partners. And yeah, I think it was quite a mouthful, and it's definitely still up for discussion. There's still a lot to unpack. There's a lot of you that definitely I know have stories. So please do comment, please do like, please do subscribe to our page. Please do spread the word. We really want to make this a weekly thing. Yeah. So Carl, can you give the viewers a teaser of what our next topic will be for the next episode?
Ooh, I think we've touched it a little bit in this one tonight. I think we believe it's all about the environment. I think we talk about colleagues, we talk about bosses, we talk about workspaces. So where's all those working class people? You'll be on the next radar.
So basically the next topic is toxic environment in the workplace.
And I think that is a very important one. If I look at myself, it's me left my job, my 9-to-5 job, but doing what I do now because of a toxic working environment.
So yes, please do not forget to click subscribe, turn on the bell so that you can be the first one to know when the next episode drops. I think that concludes the day, Carl. What do you think?
I think it's fabulous. It's giving burgers.
So until the next time, guys, I'm Chelsea Vox.
And I'm Carl.
And we're